We got the different levels of attracting a woman at a club. So we got looks, status, and charisma. Starting off with looks, we're going to go into you're going to have the most success. Now, what do you think about when you have looks in the club? It's not even going to be about your clothing because clothing does kind of play a part and it doesn't really play a part. It's going to be more so be about your sex appeal in the club, meaning height, sex appeal, face. These is what's really going to matter in the club for which your looks are going to be able to pull off. And I'm not going to sit up and lie to you. You're going to probably have the most success with your looks going into a club. Just raw, genuine attraction. And these girls have liquor in their system, therefore giving them liquid courage to actually come up to you and talk to you and give you some type of choosy signal, some type of treatment to where it's saying, hey, you, I like you. I want to dance on you. I want to get to know you. I want to talk to you, to where they're going to more so go up to you. Now, yes, it does have its cons. You're more so going to get your unwanted harassment. Now, the unwanted harassment might be these women actually coming up to you, harassing you. Let's say you reject a woman and she doesn't like the fact that you rejected her. She might throw her drink in your face. She might go around saying you're gay. And yes, I've actually had this happen in my life. Now, I don't know if it happened to me in terms of the club, but I seen this one woman shooting her shot at this guy. The guy turned her down. She comes back to her friend and she says, oh, I think he was gay. Now, whether or not the dude was gay, I have no clue. It just was a copingism for that woman to say to move on from that guy. And I've actually had a woman come up to me and grab my dick. I've had a woman come up to me and kiss me on the cheek. Did I feel like I was violated or wrong? No, I love that shit. Now, if it was more so a girl who wasn't that attractive to me, I probably more so would have had a problem with it. But the girls who came up to me, I had some form of attraction to where I really didn't mind it. But this can really get out of order, especially if you have a lot of land wells coming up to you and giving you a treatment that you don't want. More so, there's not really going to be no other cons with the looks. I mean, maybe guys get jealous or they start eating their girls. We'll put male jealousy. If you look good and other guys know you look good and you're in the club, male jealousy. They're going to be with their girl. They're going to hold their girl closer. Maybe they might even start some bullshit up with you because they know you look good and they think, oh, he thinks he's all that. He looks good. And they're under the influence with liquor, therefore making it, or they're more aggressive. Might have just been out a bad day. They looked at your face and they're jealous. So male jealousy will be prone to looks. Mostly male jealousy is going to fit under looks. Next, we have status. When you think about status in the club, we're taking away the D1 football players, the NFL players, the NBA players, the rappers, the artists. We're not talking about those when we're talking about in the club. For status, I'm more so talking about like bouncers, promoters, the club owner, the people who actually have the sections in the club. The only ones that I will really say that eat in this section are more so the bouncers, because 9 times out of 10, most bouncers that I see, they actually have some form of looks to back that up. So if we're not talking about the actual chat of the bouncers that we 9 times out of 10 we see when we go out to the club, because them niggas be yoked big as fuck and some of them do be Chad like looking at individuals, we're gonna be talking about the typical persons with the status. So let's just say your everyday average bouncer who's not a Chad looking nigga, your everyday person in the fucking section, your everyday person who's a club promoter or DJ. These guys are often gonna have the attention from the baddest woman. Now, the reason why they're gonna have the attention from the baddest woman is off the simple fact that they have something to offer that has resources behind it. Yes, when you're in the club and you have looks, you are only limited to women who are more so single, or women who are more so willing to cheat on their partner, or women who just only care about looks. Yes, some women actually care about status and it makes you more attractive in their eyes, but this form of status, the woman actually has something to gain from actually talking to you and getting to know you and flirt with you, getting a free section or a discounted section, getting into the club for a discounted rate, getting in for free. They have more so of a motive to come up to you and talk to you, and the girls who are going to more so do this are the badder looking women because they feel like they can use their looks to get the discount or get whatever the results that they want out of the situation. So the baddest women are oftentimes going to be in the sections. They're oftentimes going to try and skip the lines. This is just how it goes. You can get some play off of having the baddest woman come up to you because this therefore creates an opportunity for you to talk to them. So let's say you're one of these Chad looking bouncers. This will help you in your case. But for the most often person who is in these status positions, they will oftentimes get taken advantage of. The woman is just using them for leverage to get whatever the fuck she wants to get out of the situation. So getting on a section, getting free bottles, getting into the club free or discounted rates, everything that I said before. Now, the caveat to that is when you have a section or you are a bouncer in the club, you therefore have a sense of aura behind you because you have a sense of power to where you actually look cooler. I was in the club last weekend and I'm looking at all the guys on the section. I'm like, wow, these niggas look cool. Even though they paid probably like $300 to $400, it's the status that goes behind it for them to stand up taller than everybody else and have that status of, damn, that nigga look cool. He's in a section, he paid for that, and he has a whole bunch of badass women around him. That's literally what I thought to myself. I'm like, damn, these niggas look cool. All these bad bitches around him. Like when I say bad bitches, these girls were all 8+. We have charisma. Now you're probably sitting here saying, why didn't I put money in here? Because money in the club is literally a form of status. So why the fuck would I put money in here? I put charisma in this bitch because can you pull women going up to them and saucing them up and making them laugh half and getting to know them? Yes. Is it the most optimized way to pull women in the club? Fuck no. So we put it's the hardest because with charisma in the club, let's keep it up a buck here, you have to actually have skill. You have to have actually immaculate social skill. And I'm not even on that level where I have the social skill to walk up to a woman and I feel like I have the charisma to game them up and sauce them up, because I don't rely on my charisma. I don't rely on status. I more so rely on my looks. That is me. I rely 100% on my looks to open doors for me. Now, do I know how to talk to women and actually have some form of charisma? Yes. But is my charisma fucking top of the level? No. The guys who just lean off of charisma have it the hardest, because for one, you have to actually get to even open her ears to listen to what you have to say. And this is more so going to be a looks thing, or you just catch her at the right moment and y'all are vibing or playing a game to where you start talking to her. You have to genuinely build up that attraction. This is why this shit is so hard, bro. You're building up her attraction and her sexual desire for you versus a guy who already has the looks, or versus a guy who already has the status. When you have the status, some women look at status as, oh, he's more attractive. Think about all the people who work with someone and they're a manager and the women are going after him. The frat brothers, bro. There's so many examples of this. If you have the status, you actually get to talk to the woman and actually display your charisma. But if you're just relying on charisma alone, this is where things become harder, because she has to talk to you. You have to be talking to her for a while, raising her interest, raising her attraction. It's more so not going to be the first time you see her in the club. This is more so going to be a built up of seeing her in the club for a couple of weeks, getting to know her and her just getting real comfortable with you to where your personality is making you attractive in her eyes. It's the fucking hardest. And not only that, it's going to be the biggest numbers game of them all. Not only is it going to be the biggest numbers game, but it's also going to be the biggest waste of time. Because let's keep it a buck. Even if you have the looks and the status, we still get bullshitted. We still have attention whores in the clubs, in the bars. But with this, you really don't have nothing going except for you know how to talk to a woman and make her feel comfortable. Congratulations. It's going to take you a couple months to get on it. So you're going to be wasting your time a lot with a lot of women. And honestly, I wouldn't even focus, if you're going to the club, on even having charisma, because this shit is not worth it at all. If anything, I would focus on having the looks, meaning sex appeal, and then the status, because status, they do get play. But I would say if I had to pick one, I would say looks takes the threshold for them all. But if you could combine all the three of these things, you have the looks, status, and the charisma, you're going to be a dangerous son of a bitch. Let me tell you something. The more resources you have in the club, so if you have the looks to pull the woman in, and then you have the status to get behind the paywall of the woman who only deal with men who have the status, but let's say they don't want to deal with men who are unattractive, you therefore have the looks to unlock those women and actually get them to do something with you, because now they're now attracted to you, therefore just beyond your status. Then let's say you have the charisma to where you can actually sauce these women up and actually get them to feel comfortable with you. You're going to get a lot of one night stands or hookups or just sex in general from the club, because you have all these things and you're now perceived the ultimate top 1% guy.